Welcome to the Bright Ideas Podcast.
And we did the math. X amount of units per day at X margin creates X dollars of disposable income. And the numbers didn't seem that scary, particularly if you think about how big the category was. So that was kind of what gave us a little bit of confidence to say, there's something here and we can figure it out. And so maybe that's all it takes to just get a little bit of confidence and have a small number to reach to. You don't have to build a $10 million business to be able to free yourself from your day job. And that's certainly what we've learned along the way.
No, you don't. So you said it was 250th most popular search term. What app did you use to get that data?
Internally, we had a couple different tools. I don't remember the name, but the one I use today with our own business is Helium 10.
Okay.
It's a really, really good tool, low, kind of low entry cost and really great platform to get an understanding. What are you going after? Is there an opportunity here? What's the competitive landscape? And
okay. So let's talk about bringing a product to market. Walk me through. So you've got this idea. You think, well, I'm going to, actually, let me back up just a little bit. How many products did you attempt to launch before you got one that started to get enough traction that you thought, okay, well, that one's going to keep going, versus the ones where you tried and then, they failed and you basically gave up and ate it on the inventory, pun intended, because yours is edible, but you get the idea, but just scrapped it.
Yeah, it was about two products that didn't really do so great before we landed on one. And we actually started out just making it in our kitchen. It's interesting in the food business, Amazon or any retailer wants you to produce it at a professional facility or have your own certified facility. But to sell on your own website, you can do so through, it's a cottage kitchen type of operation. And we did that. And so our first product was an instant coffee and matcha that had the powdered fats in there, kind of like a bulletproof coffee that you would just add hot water. It was really delicious, but just not the right price point or the right offering. And so we spun our wheels for about a year with that. And then early 2019, we launched this keto snack mix concept. And you could see right away, even though the numbers weren't big, that snacks had a much higher, take rate than the powdered beverage. And we really started to say, maybe there's something here in snacks. Maybe that's a big thing that's missing for people following the diet. And it's true. If you can stay at home and cook all your own food, it's an easy diet to follow, but snacks was a big missing thing. And that's where we just started to get the feedback, iterate. And we really built our whole business almost off that one product line. Only last year, kind of in the midst of COVID, did we launch a second product line, which has actually done really well for us now.
So the snack, how did you manufacture the very first run? Did you do any market tests beforehand? Did you launch it on your site or did you launch it on Amazon? I realize that's a whole bunch of questions, but you can.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'll describe the way we did it, which is not the way that I would counsel the listeners to do it. But our approach was generally to have fun in the kitchen and just kind of work with novel ingredients and just kind of see what we could come up with. And if we made something that we thought was fun and exciting and flavorful and unique, we went to market with that. And, I'd say that has pros and cons. The pro is it's unique. Your market size is one. You're the first one. We were the first keto trail mix. And I was just in Costco last week and I saw kind of a copycat keto trail mix. So I guess that's a little bit flattering. But at the time, there was really no market demand for what we were creating. And so that's the con, right? Is it's not something like keto cereal. There were thousands of people searching desperately. If they did something like that, maybe we would have had kind of earlier success, but that was kind of our approach. And I think while it made results slower in the short term of having to educate, hey, this is what this product is. It's kind of like a Dorito, but not really. It also built a lot of kind of brand value. And I think consumers started to see us as a little bit unique, innovative. They're always coming up with interesting stuff. And I think over the long term, it's benefited our brand well. Although in the short term, if we had made a cereal, maybe we would have gotten to $1 million a little faster.
And you launched this keto trail mix on Amazon or on your own site?
It was on our own site and just kind of looking at a few orders a day kind of thing, but you could already see it was bigger than our coffee or matcha. And then July of 2019 is when so about a year after we started is when we launched onto Amazon. And we moved we rented some space in South LA and manufactured the product ourselves and used that as a platform to.
Okay, so let's not get to the Amazon portion of the story yet. So launching on your own site, what are you doing? You buying fake traffic off of Facebook or Instagram, something like that?
The biggest thing that worked for us was influencers on Instagram. And so we would just reach out being really authentic. Here's who we are. We'd love to share what we've made with you guys. And people responded really well to that. And it was great because, it's a much cheaper source of traffic. And that was kind of the initial juice to build out the email list and kind of get ready for additional channels, which I'm sure we'll get to on Amazon.